The self-help book industry has become a billion-dollar industry over the last 2 decades, even though many of these books are full of phrases like living your truth or living in your authentic self. In other words, these pages are full of advice that doesn't actually tell you anything. There are beneficial self-help books, but you have to know how to filter out the bad ones from the good ones. The problem with some of these books is that they have recommendations that are mainly just common sense. It's stuff that you already know, and it's a waste of your time to read it. Some books, especially books that help you in a field with ever-changing information, take so long to publish that by the time they are getting into your hands, the information in them isn't relevant anymore. Some will tell you to think positive and visualize what you want, and it will come true. I'm sorry, but no matter how much you close your eyes and visualize $1 million at your door, you're not going to open your eyes and find it. If you want money, you have to work hard and earn it yourself. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have confidence and you shouldn't be able to visualize your goals, but you have to actually put in the effort in order for them to be successful. So my solution would be, if you really need help and you have real problems, you should seek professional help. There are psychiatrists and psychologists who use self-help workbooks to help you through things like anxiety and depression. However, these are more effective with the guidance of a professional. If you're looking to be more successful in your field, I suggest you find somebody who is successful in your field. Ask them for advice and specifics about how they got to where they are now. You can take the pieces that worked for them, you can understand what didn't work, and you can apply what's relevant for yourself. It's like having a self-help book, but you can be specific and ask exactly what you want. My next piece of advice would be to Google the question you're looking for an answer to. There are many blogs and personal Q&A sites where people ask questions and other people who have experience answer them. This can be very beneficial because chances are, if it's a question that you are asking, everyone else or someone else is asking it too. If you do read self-help books, and I do think you should, but you have to be able to choose the ones that are proven to bring success. One example of this is Stephen R. Covey's 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. There are many businesses and groups that use this. Schools teach this in order to help you develop habits to be a successful person. I know that the Department of Corrections have classes for this, and it can really help you in developing what you need to know in order to succeed. So how can you tell a good self-help book from a bad one? Bad self-help books normally present a problem you didn't even know you had. And they tell you that the only way for you to resolve that problem is to buy that book. And a lot of times, as you read that book, it will introduce to you more problems that you didn't know you had. And then suggest more books by the same author so that they can increase their book sales. A good self-help book, especially regarding anxiety, depression, finances, and related topics, prepare you for a long-term change. They do not claim to have a quick fix. They do not claim that your problems will go away overnight. They talk about different habits and practices that you can put into place in order to succeed. You need to remain, so you must remain skeptical. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Keep yourself safe and healthy for self-preservation, especially when it comes to diet fads and health advice. One example of this would be the Master Cleanse Diet book. It talks about how to cleanse your body and lose toxins and help you lose weight. But that sort of weight loss can leave you extremely unhealthy. It can cause harder time losing weight in the future, as intakes of such low calories can actually lower your metabolism and cause muscle loss. So it's important to remember, happiness isn't an endpoint. Self-help books act as though once you read them, all of your problems will be solved and you can finally be happy. But the key to true happiness is to have gratitude. Be thankful for what you have.